question here. I don't even know what I put on there. Marry or be single? I was back there getting dressed, of course. I had stopped back there. I was getting dressed and I was like, oh my God, Spirit. Spirit just will not let me get my clothes on today. Let me see what I named this damn thing. Oh God. You know how that is. I was back there, almost burnt my biscuits. I almost burnt my damn biscuits. I done put clothes in the dryer. I done jumped in the shower and almost burned my damn biscuits. I said, oh, and ran up here. Oh my gosh. Y'all know I would have been mad. Y'all know. Oh, there it is right there. I'm trying to find a title. New Age versus tradition. Married or single. Has the family unit been destroyed? I don't know why that's looking smudgy. Family unit. All right, let me clean this off. Quickie. We going smudgy. I thought that was looking smudgy. I don't even remember touching that yesterday. I don't even know why that looks smudgy. Okay, today on our dating courting relationship playlist, where you will find this on my YouTube channel. Make sure y'all go get my ebook, all right, off the website, dating and relationship. Let me find it, because y'all know I like to show it, because I think it's cute. You're Not It, Sis is for men and women. Download my ebook. You're Not It, Sis is for men and women on dating, courting, marriage, questions. And then my affirmation one, ebook as well. If you are into positive manifestation, childhood, healing your traumas, your wounds. Also go to my playlist and look at the Money and Love affirmations. They're about an hour long. You can go to sleep to it. You can listen to it while you're cleaning up, on lunch break, whenever. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I listen to, if you go through the playlist, they should play back to back, where you don't have to wake up to hit pause, because I did it last night and it played back to back, both affirmations, love affirmations and money affirmations. Oh, I got up this morning, all I could say was that was so beautiful. All I could say was that was so beautiful to the affirmation. So go to my playlist. You can put it in with this book, pick you out some to meditate, focus on, create your reality the way you dream, heal some childhood traumas, some gratitudes. Affirmation ebook and affirmation video in the playlist. Ebook on You're Not It, Sis is the title. And order the ebooks off the website, www.kimarts.org. All right. But the topic today, I was back there getting dressed and almost burnt my biscuits. All right. And single or married. So I was like, this new age thing where, you know, I don't know if it's our millenniums or it's all the engineering, partly the engineering, the new age versus the tradition. Because we hear a lot of dating so-called gurus out there. Everybody want to be in the dating coaching and all that and put their 2 cents in. They weren't never talking about it before, but everybody want to talk about it now. And so everybody now want to go into critiquing dating or people's examples, the manosphere and all that stuff, and exiting, going to Africa, get wives or husbands overseas, and y'all don't even know how to control what's here. So I don't even see how y'all gonna go over there and control any damn thing. Because y'all can't even take care of home play, first of all. But, you know, that's just, I don't know, something up there ain't jiving right. Running away from the real issue. That's people running away from the real issue. So the topic is new age versus tradition when it comes to married or being single. Has the family unit been destroyed? That's always been an agenda, right? Since Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, since, you know, Black Panther Party developed the WIC program and stuff to help the community, and then it got infiltrated and distorted, and then used as a weapon to keep women single and to take the men out the home. Also by locking them up under false allegations for crimes they didn't even commit. So we can almost say, yeah, this was engineered pretty much. But beside that part, all that part that we know was engineered, and us women, they kept giving us benefits for keeping the men out the home. Benefits for keeping the men out the home. In other words, rewarding, that's what I mean to say, rewarding us for keeping men out the home, right? For keeping us single. Even the church had something to do with this. And people may beg to differ, but the church did have something to do with it as well. That was also a part of the agenda, because where else did women go to? The church was supposed to help them, right? The church did help them, yeah, stay single. You know, so the church helped them stay single too. It crippled them too, right? Because there was no development for young women in the church when they went, whether they were single, whether they got married on their own, whether they had babies at a young age. It was all part of the crippling plan we see paying out today. My oldest is like 31. And like I told y'all, it takes 25 to 30 years, sometimes 30 or 40 for them to execute an agenda in full before you see the repercussions of that agenda. And looking at my son, yeah, my oldest, yeah, that's been 30, 31 years, almost 32 years. And that's exactly on target. Millennials today are not marrying. They're choosing to not marry for whatever reason. Food engineering, I believe the school has something to do with it also, with them manipulating the food that is served in the school district. The vending machines with all the bad flavorings in there, altering, you know, the kids, emasculating the men. Now, I had to go to divination on this one because it just didn't jive right. So I was like, nah. I mean, you can be, look, whatever cards you dealt, you're going to play those. Those cards are going to be played regardless, whatever is dealt for this lifetime, everybody's going to play whatever that card is for you. That card game, your energy meaning, your energetic signature is going to be played out to the fucking fullest. With that said, if it's meant for you to marry at a young age and that's part of your lesson to get you to where you need to be in the future of right now, that's why you did that. It's no regrets. Everybody was young, dumb, and naive at once. You know, that's what I call my ages when back when I was young, dumb, and naive, when I didn't know no better, you know. But I knew better, but I just didn't know no better. Couldn't remember better, put it like that maybe. Had to remember self, right? So once you remember self, then everything comes full circle back to you. Now, some people will marry late in life. I would say to you youngins, when I say youngins, in the 20s to the 30s, but regardless of what you hear and say on these coaching, whatever, commentaries or podcasts, y'all are going to do what y'all are going to do. Some of y'all may listen, some of y'all may not. Hell, some grown folks don't even listen. So that's neither here nor there. But single is not bad when you're getting to know yourself. Marriage is not bad when you're getting to know yourself either, because it all helps you in the future, in the long run, to learn whatever lesson you came down here to learn. All right, wherever you left off at is where you're going to begin here, so you can get through the next stage and the next growth cycle. I had to ask the universe, I asked the ancestors, I had to throw some divination, and I said, wait a minute. I said, were we even married back then? Yes. I got a complete yes. So for people to take marriage out of the equation, that's a lie. We were, back in ancient times, were married. Even Akhenaten had Nefertiti, which he was the chief and she was the chiefess. So there's always been a duality. But why people are trying to make it seem like we're not, the men are not needed or the women are not needed is not necessarily true to raise the children correctly with both parents, with both dualities, right? So in ancient times, the traditions was marriage. Yes, times have changed. People's agendas have changed. People play too many games on both sides, women and men. You just have to take your time. That's the biggest thing here is time. People are using time as a weapon. They're using time to trick you, thinking you don't have time, or to say you too old of an age, ain't nobody gonna want you in old age, you know, your prime is run out. All that scare tactic to get y'all in a hurry is all part of the agenda to either, you know, fight or flight the ego, right? To feed the ego. Now, I asked the source. I said, okay, if marriage was it, I said, so partly is a single woman mostly, because remember that was the target, was the women and the children. The men was a different type of target. They had to get them out of the way, because once you get the men out of the way, you can retrain women. And y'all heard me say this before, to do what you want to serve the agenda, right? To be a part of the agenda and everything else. De-emasculating the men, the women, the children, you know. And so I said, Spirit, can I ask you something? Can I ask you some ancestors? I said, so you mean to tell me that the single, I got the goosebumps, so I know this is true. I said, so you mean to tell me this singleness comes from the single mothers not having the men there, emasculated the men? Yes. I said, okay, yeah, I can see that. Because I'm like going over all these little scenarios. So the reason why our society is the way it is now is the result of single parenting with women. Because we were enabling sons, we were too, sympathetic, too soft. We don't know how to be hard. Like, we can't raise a boy to be a man. Even though manhood is through womanhood, we cannot raise a boy to be a man. We can raise the boy to how to treat us as the mother. Does not mean that they're going to go out there and treat a woman like they treat you. Because I have to get on my sons like that sometimes too, and I know I didn't teach them that. So they had to learn that from a male somewhere, because that's not what I taught them. I know what I taught them. I remember what I taught them. You know, to always respect women. Even though they may have didn't see it at times, I taught them that for the most part. So they had to go out there and bump their own head and learn it. I just try to tell them, don't make no karma on yourself disrespecting women. You're going to make some karma on you. Going to come back and hit you in the ass in your later years. Or whenever that cycle is up. So marriage is good. Singlehood until you find the right person, when you find yourself first, is good until then. Yes. If you cannot find somebody, don't settle just to be married. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're single in the 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s, whatever, find yourself first, get your vibration up high, and then let the universe bring you the person. Don't go out there looking for the person. You might bump into the wrong person. So let the person, an empress attract, don't chase, right? So let the person spot you, and then you make your assessment from there, whether you're going to start or take that person as serious or don't take that person as serious, categorize that person, or just don't even bother with the person at all because you don't like what you see or what you felt or what Spirit said. But when you go out there sometimes looking, because you're not a woman, you're not supposed to be out there looking for a man. A man has to spot you, has an interest in you. So if we go chasing after every man, we're bound to come up across the wrong man, a karmic or somebody that's not fit for us or not good for us. And because you're in that needy chase energy, runner chase energy, you're going to run after the wrong man. It's okay to be in the vicinity where men are at. There's a difference. You're just where men are at. But if you're like, oh, I'm going to go get this one. Oh, I'm going to be aggressive and I'm going to say, hey, you're cute. You smell good. You don't want to go out? No, that's you chasing. That's you chasing. Oh, come on, go out. Okay. You're on their jock, as they say. Don't be on a man's jock. That's y'all being needy. They can't breathe. They can't turn around. They can't be a man. They don't have room. Men have to explore. Remember, they're the outside. We're the inside. An analogy of that is the women in genitalia is inside the womb and the man hangs down third leg. They're outside the body. So that's the metaphor. If you have a hard time understanding where your place is as a woman, you're inside, man is outside with a third leg. Got it? Now, all this independence is like 50-50. So I asked Spirit, I said, now I know these are some worldly women talking on these podcasts. They not a bit more spiritual. Sometimes people think that if they're in a religion, that means they're spiritual. It doesn't. It doesn't mean they're aware. Okay? It doesn't mean they're aware. So I said, okay, so you mean to tell me that this independence of single women and the marriage is kind of basically like 50-50. It's kind of like 50-50. So I said, well, do you mean to tell me that some independent women is ego driven to prove a point, right? To the men that they can do it. That's ego driven. And then I said, you mean to tell me that being married is less ego driven? And Spirit said, yeah. So most people would say, stay single because you take back your power, keep your power, you're in control of yourself. You ain't got to have nobody tell you what to do, blase, blase, blase. And then some people say, you get married, you give away your power. Not necessarily so. Not necessarily so. Because y'all, what y'all forgetting is you still individual. These are people that's not seeing things from a proper mind, like balanced mindset, from a balanced state. If you're still thinking that if you marry somebody, you're giving up your individuality, then you got the wrong perception of marriage. You got the wrong definition, and you're listening to the wrong podcast, people, wherever you're getting it from. And if you're single and you think that sometimes that is you in a ego or not an ego, what Spirit explained to me is some of it is in part of these women, dominant women's ego driving them to be independent. Yes, but some of it is a part of 50-50 of people, of women having to survive. They're not in ego though. They've already got that part down. If they found the right vibration, they would marry today. So those are the women that's really not in ego. They just doing it to survive. Whatever they did to survive because they're on their own, because they're single. For whatever reason, the man ain't there. Whether the man left, whether they drove the man off, or the man just was a deadbeat. They made that mistake when they was young, dumb, and naive, and had children by somebody that was irresponsible. So it's ego and it's not ego that women are single. You can't just stop. We got to stop looking at one side. That's what's wrong with the world. People just staying on one side, and you're trying to put everybody on one side and then think you got, no, it's another side to it. It's another parallel universe to why this stuff is happening. And it is shadow work, right? It's all about shadow work. That's all this is about, shadow work. And so everybody's trying to block out, oh, that side don't exist, but we're just, no, 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 and no, no. A lot of the millenniums don't even want to get married. They're not even going for it. They're roommating. You might as well call it roommating. They getting a boyfriend or girlfriend, they roommating. They ain't even marrying. They got to finish college or whatever they're doing, or they're just playing house. I mean, we might as well blame ourselves for that, really, as adults, because we all failed on that part. Because the tradition is, a family unit is husband, wife, and child, if there's children involved. Even if it's just two, a man and a woman without children, that's still a family unit. Maybe they'll have children one day, maybe they won't, maybe they'll adopt, maybe they won't. That's whatever they decide to do. Maybe they can't have children, and that's just part of, they'll deal with it, and they love each other, and they still going to be together regardless if they can have children or not. Because that's who they're deeply connected to. That's who they deeply want to spend their life with forever, however long the experience lasts. So tradition is, we were married. Every god is compared to a goddess. Every king is paired with a queen. You can't get around that. The pineal gland is the king. The pituitary gland is the queen. Now you tell me how you can get around that. You cannot get around that. That is a balanced state. You can't get around that. So to push singlehood goes against the tradition, the ancient tradition, the family unit. So that's why I said, has it been destroyed? Because of the millenniums not wanting it or interested in it, or more or less they just looking for somebody to care for them or find an easy way. A lot of them ain't even going back to college. They're not even going to college. Or if they were in college, they dropped out and said, I don't need it. And if you go look at the way things are in the world, billionaires didn't even have to go to college. They didn't need it because it's brainwashing. So I think partly the millenniums understand now that it's brainwashing. They don't need it to make money or to survive or take care of themselves. And then some of it is, yeah, I'm going to go to college and better myself so I can be in a better position, whether it's a young man or a young woman. So I say that to say this, whether you're a young man or a young woman and you come across this video, get yourself where you need to be. Get yourself where you need to be financially, at least financially, because that's one of the reasons marriages break up is financial, cheating, lack of communication, and finance. Those are the three reasons that people get divorced, the strongest ones. Cheating, financials, lack of communication. So if you don't at least have those three together, you may not even last very long in a relationship. So do y'all think that the family unit has been destroyed because of lack of our millenniums marrying, and our people that married young have gotten divorced? Some have remarried 1 or 2 or 3 times, and then some have never married 1 or 2, never married after the first one. So that's to say they either just didn't want to bother, they did it once, they don't need to explain it again, they don't want to break another man in, they like to say, I don't want to get used to another woman, I don't want to get used to another man, or they just stay where they're at with whoever they're at and just tough it out and ride the waves, ride the ebb and flow of the relationships. Doesn't mean they're actually happy. So one thing you got to realize too, with all the podcasting and all the specialties now in relationship, is that because they're in a marriage don't make them happily married. Just because they're single don't make them unhappily single. So take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, you can see it on people in their pictures and stuff and in their face if they're happy. Yeah, I see it all the time. I'll be like, they ain't happy. Oh Lord, no. I can see it. You can see it all over their face, in their pictures. You can see the fakeness, the fake smiles. Like, we're going to take this picture. We're going to let everybody be doing good. And a lot of people do that broadcasting because things are not good. It's almost like an ego and a cry for help at the same time. So a lot of them, you can tell that's genuine. They're not staging photographic pictures like, you know what I'm saying? It's a genuine candid shot, or we're out chilling and we just enjoying in the moment. You can see in the moment in pictures. I don't know if y'all know how to read energy good enough yet. Maybe some people do. But you can see like the candidness. You can see, I'm relaxed with this person. Or you can see that I'm uptight and I really don't want to be here no more. You can see that through pictures. The body language tells everything. The body language in pictures tells everything in pictures, right? So it's like, it's readings, hey, KAU, sit with it, feel, yep, and listen, watch, observe. When you come in the room, make sure you're hitting the like button. Thank you, Antoinette. Hey, Jay, greetings. Jay, I don't know if you got that, the affirmations I did, the playlist video. Jay, go look at the affirmation video on love and money on my playlist. The act scared to hit the like button. I know, right? I don't come here for likes. I don't come here for friends. I'm too blunt. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can't handle the truth. So, that's their shit, not my shit. They won't be reciprocated. That's all I know. Good things happening to y'all because y'all reciprocate. Y'all at least hit the like button. You at least comment, and you definitely, do your share of support. So the universe sees that. So when y'all start getting y'all blessings, like start hitting y'all like a win, like that Wheel of Fortune card, then people will be wondering, what you doing? Listening to KAU over there tapping on that screen, texting and commenting, donating. Then they'll see. But it's all good. It's all good. But relationship wise, oh damn. I don't even know how I put this 20,000 views in the last 4 weeks. I don't even know how I hit this. I just looked over and my graph is on. I'm like, where did this come from? Okay. So I got 20,000 views in the last 4 weeks on something. I don't even know what it's on. I don't even know how I hit this damn thing. I don't even remember touching it. Oh, it's over here on the overview. I was somewhere on my dashboard, I think. My shorts. Okay. Okie dokie. All right. Well, anywho, I just wanted to bring that to y'all attention on the topic of tradition, on New Age versus tradition, and married versus, single, and has the family unit been destroyed, just to give people something to think about on what you really want in a relationship. Now, I feel like marriage is not bad when you're on the same wavelength as a person, mind frame wise, like your mindset. Because, and I'm talking about on a high level, I ain't talking about that bottom stuff. I'm talking about when you got somebody on a high level, marriage is good because you're definitely a power couple. You're a go-getter. Y'all achieve great things. You invest. You have businesses going. You have residuals coming in, passives coming in. You're buying duplexes and shit like that, right? So when we say power couple, that just means you're business savvy. You both going, after some long-term investment of some sort. It could be even stock market. It could be a car wash for all I care. right? It don't even have to be nothing fancy. It don't have to be no real estate, even though that's what people go for first, is typically try to do some real estate stuff. It can be a simple car wash. It's making you income. So it don't have to be what everybody else do. The power couple is sitting down writing goals on where they want their future to go to make sure they stay on target and hold each other accountable. That's the good thing about a power couple. When you're married to a power couple, you both don't have to do the same thing. You can do the same thing or work together, but you don't have to be a power couple. Because it depends on if you had your shit when they started, and it depends on if they had theirs. So, and then you merge together and you work those two together, or you build something else together, but you still got the what you had coming into the marriage, right? And then the community property and stuff, that was an orb, is about you building something else on top of that, right? On top of that pyramid, right? Like this is y'all down here, and then y'all build that thing up there at the top, which is on the top of the pyramid. So that's like another income source, and maybe another income source, and maybe another income source. So power couple is you're not just sitting around twiddling your thumbs. You're building something. You're creative. You're setting goals. Y'all want to be at a certain place by the time you get this age, or by the time 5 year get here, 10 years get here. You want to pay off your house in 15 years. Power couples have goals for their marriage, for their businesses, for their future, for their investments. Regular couples, immature people don't. They just get married and wing it. And they don't set no type of futuristic goals. They don't have no type of insurance policy. They don't do nothing to think about the other person if they should leave. But the power couples think that long term. They don't live in long term. They just plan for the long term. If I go before you, you're going to be taken care of. Poor people don't do that. Young people that get married, young people that do that don't get, hold on. Young people don't get married like that.
Are you on all devices?
Huh?
Are you on all devices?
Yeah, no.
No, I need you to just show me.
Wow.
Now.
Wow.
Should I take me?
Where is that? Come on, get around.
I'm not sure.
What's it? What? Which one?
Let me see.
What's this one?
Unwrap it.
Is that yours?
Unwrap it.
Oh, where is that at? Who's this at? Who's it?
Me. I said,
Oh, I can say what I like. Wait a minute, what's that? I see that, but what? Yes, I do, girl. Thank you.
You know how hard it is to save. It was so hard, and then his gift cost so much more than I expected. Because the ones that I saved was my wallet.
Oh,
So
really?
the ones I had to get cost more.
Oh, well, we got. Well, that's all right. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate that, girl. I showed you that with me.
Oh, okay. I forgot all about it. I mean, it's good online. I was just like, instead of it's getting too much money for this, too much money on payments and that. I said, let me see if I can find some Groupons, and that was a good
Wow.
That place is a good place.
It is.
It's a massage. Good.
Oh, this is both. Like how the other place.
So you can get a massage and a facial. So you need to take a day off.
Okay.
And
yes, I do.
schedule your appointment. Well, schedule your appointment, and on that day you have the whole day to yourself.
I just take this one. Take this here.
Yeah, that's all you need.
How do I email it to them? How do I email it though?
This is more email silly one.
Well, I need to find it. I guess I need to put it in my folder.
You just need to screenshot this voucher because that's what you're gonna show me.
Oh, okay. We do that. Another way it'll be there. Okay. Appreciate you, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, here you can get. You can get this. All right, but y'all got it. So just think about if y'all young and y'all come across this video in the future. It is nothing wrong with being single till you find the pair. I'm not saying settle by no means, because you don't want to run into an abuser, a womanizer, especially if you women, a narcissist, and men, you don't want to run into a narcissistic crazy bat, okay, that just got all kind of issues and all kind of baggage. So I'm not saying for men or women to settle. No, I'm saying take your time, allow the universe to bring you a person, and then work on your affirmations, work on getting your vibration up, because the affirmations is what's going to help you attract somebody good for you, right? But at the same time, y'all got to do the inner work too that goes along with the affirmations, so that you're not just up here high, but you still sick in the inside. And the minute shit ain't going right in the relationship, your vibration is down here, everything done went to shams. But you got to have something to sustain the vibration, the affirmations. And what sustains the affirmations is you actually doing the work on yourself. That's what's going to sustain the vibration, like a what you call it, a little bungee thing, the little trampoline thing. You're gonna be up here, but you're not gonna fall and crash, because you got your work that you done inside. That even if you hit a dip, a ebb and flow in a relationship, you going back up, because y'all know that it's just ebb and flow, because you know everything moves ebb and flow, right? Up and down, peaks and valleys, ebb and flow. Doesn't mean you gotta, oh, I don't want to be with you no more, and you did that. No, because if you did the inner work, you would know that automatically, that that's not that type of relationship. Remember, you've evolved, and there's people that have not evolved. It's people that are not even aware, but they are conscious, but they're not even aware. So when you got all these coaches and all these people talking, a lot of these people are not aware. A lot of them are not even aware that there's an agenda out here to keep us separate. A lot of them don't even know that it's still going on to this day, because guess what? We've been having children. So what they want to do, get to the children, make the children believe you don't need both, that you don't need a mother and a father in the same household, trying to destroy the family unit even further. And that's for all races, because they want the women and the children to be raised in it, so this environment and society can be effed up the way it is. And it's doing a good job, because the men are becoming more softer. And I'm not saying soft. I'm saying soft. I'm like sugar in the tank, like over sugarized. All right. Men are becoming over sugarized, right?
No disrespect.
And women are becoming over saltized, if you want to put it like over masculine. So that's not, and that's because the man is not there to show the boy how to be a man, how to fix things, how to change a tire, how to change a flat. Some women know how to if they had men in their families that did it. Some women can't. They need to go to the fix a flat place or things like that to get it changed, because we're not strong enough technically. But that's stuff you want a man to do. That's stuff you want your sons to learn how to do, right? Some people's sons don't even know how to change a tire.
I do.
I know when I had my sons changing my tire, they were throwing a fit. I said, boy, you better get out there and change that goddamn tire. I'm not going to change it. You know, I had to no, that's your job. That's not my job to change a tire.
Oh, shit.
It's good. What? Well, it's not my job, right? If I had to and I was by myself, yeah, but I'm not by myself, so I'll handle it when I'm by myself, for real. That's what I'm saying. But as long as you're here, as long as you women have men, boys, grown teenagers or whatever, or teach them when they're teenagers or when they're in their 20s, if you have them still at home, make them do those man things, because if they were on their own, they would have to do it. And if they had a woman, they need to do it and should do it and have to do it. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. Sometimes the OGs are the best men, because they learned all of that before they got too emasculated, too effeminized, right, by this engineering and all this other stuff, and by single parenting, by women going, okay, just go outside, get out of here, boy, go on outside. and it's a little girl, can I go outside? No. Why? Because you a girl. That tell you that we was not supposed to be outside running the streets. My mama did it to my brother. Go outside. We was like, we want to go. No, you stay in the house. Stay in the house. Why he get to go outside? He a boy. See, we always knew the roles. We always knew the roles. Men belong outside. Women belong inside. And why is everybody getting away from it? We know it's a survival thing. Yeah, a woman can't just sit up in the house and be like, I don't know who's going to pay my bills. I ain't going to work. I don't know. I'm going to be out. I don't know who's going to have. No, they ain't going to do that. They're not going to do that. We're not asking y'all to do that. We know that. That's why I had to ask Spirit. I said, it's partly the independent woman, an ego thing, and partly it's because women had to survive because there was no men there in the house. We can argue all day what the reason is. Well, it's because y'all kicked them out, or it's because y'all left. Yeah, but if they're not doing you right, of course they got to get kicked out. If they're not treating you right, of course they got to kicked out. Well, y'all don't listen. Well, neither do y'all. It go both ways. So we can argue all day on why the men and the women are not in the same house. We can do that all damn day and not get nowhere. The thing is the question.
Yeah, but I'm a master's student.
Yeah, I know. Those.
And then you're supposed to be doing something right.
I know. She probably.
Yeah,
And I know. I ain't worried about it. Okay. It'll be all right.
You're going to
I got them a new bowl. I put their stuff in the bowl. Go look at it.
I did see it.
No, not yet. I don't think.
But then you have some still processing.
Anywho, but I just wanted to give that little thought. Just
I need you to watch this video.
yeah, we need to watch that video. I just thought we'd give that. I'll just give that like some dialogue. Really, that's just an open dialogue. So whoever comes along, feel free to comment below what y'all think about that. About the family unit today. Is it destroyed? Will it survive? How do we repair it? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, so no bashing. Any bad comments will be deleted. I just want people to start thinking about the mates that you're picking. Don't be in a rush because people are trying to force y'all into some fear thing. Like, it's not bad to be a single parent. Like, they're not even saying that. I mean, yeah, we might have picked some deadbeats. We might have made some mistakes. We gonna own the mistakes. Yeah, you know, because we got the last say of opening the legs. So that's a given too. But but ask why that still those men cannot take care of the babies, at least cannot take care of the babies. Now if they're irresponsible and they're immature, yeah, you don't want them taking care of the babies. They might teach them some badass habits. And so that's why a lot of women were forced to, because even in their bad pickings, in their mistakes of picking the wrong person, in that needy growing up age of being trained to be married, like if it was some trophy, you know, we picked bad and didn't pick good fathers. And yeah, we gonna own that shit. We can own that shit all day damn long. But can men own that they were irresponsible? That they were irresponsible too is the question. Can both sides say that, yeah, we were irresponsible? Now, what can we do to help so this child doesn't necessarily have to suffer from our irresponsibility and lack of accountability and lack of responsibility? And that's what we're not doing. We're letting generations and generations suffer because of our irresponsibility and lack of ownership. And that's not fair, because they didn't do the mating. We did the mating. We did the mating. They didn't do the mating. So just because you don't get along with the husband or the wife or the boyfriend or the girlfriend or the mother or the father or the child does not mean that the child has to be the one that suffers. It doesn't mean that. Child support is not always the answer, because what it does is it put the black, especially the black man, in on documentation, on record. And y'all saying, well, you saying let them get away with it? No, I'm saying better choose your men. But I'm also saying you're not helping the process by putting them on child support either. Because now they got a record. So if they got a record, how the fuck can they work and pay you any goddamn thing in the first place? Because you got their ass on record. Owing something. As a what? Get back for what? Not being with you.
Because of how much it costs.
But y'all not owning the fact, women, that y'all picking these men, no matter what their color is. So you putting them on child support in this day and time is a bad thing versus back then. Versus back then when the Black Panther Party did it. It was to feed the community. It wasn't to put you in jail. It wasn't to lock you up. And then if y'all can lock men up for child support, what about you women that ain't paying child support? Should you be locked up? Should you be in jail? Why you're not arrested? See? So you got to look at the agenda in full and what they doing, and it's not hitting on nothing. So you do got to survive, men or women, single or not, married or not. You do got to survive. You still got to learn survival skills because you're not. Nobody said you and your person gonna be together all the time forever anyway. So you still got to learn how to take care of yourself. If you knew how many patients that I had that they let one person, the husband or the wife, take care of everything, and then one of them passed away, the other one was totally lost. They had to get in there and try to figure out where everything is, what to pay. I even had, one of mine was a young client. The daughter was like 5 when the father passed. They were my age. The man handled everything. And the woman didn't know what to do. And I had to help her, and I took care of the husband, and I had to help her for even some years after the person passed away and it wasn't my client no more. I had to help her. She stayed in touch with me because she didn't know, she needed certain information and she didn't have it. So Spirit just had me be there for her until she got closed out, sold a house, got enough of her income. At the time I was in, I did real estate, so I told her what to do to pay the house off early. Boom, she got this big old ass over $50,000 check, and she was good. She was good for a while, and she moved. I don't know if she moved with her mom or moved up by her mom, but anyway, she was good after that. All because she listened to the advice that I gave her, and it set her up. Because I told her, start paying more on the note if you can. He was going down. I think I might have saw him like 3 years, almost 3 years. He was my patient. I even went to the funeral because they invited me. They wanted me to come because I was so close to them, even the daughter. So again, you got to know these things regardless. Y'all stop. Women, don't feel bad because you're independent. I'm going to say that. Don't feel bad because you're single and independent. I'm going to say that. Because whatever situation you dealt with, you made the most out of it. You make the best out of it. You stay on your shit. And that vibration, and the right man going to spot you. The right man gonna see you for who you are and appreciate for who you are. But you're not gonna have to settle for a bottom feeder, man or woman. So if you want your next cycle or your next marriage or your next relationship to be on a high note, a high vibration, then do you. Do you. Do you. But that's a good question to raise, you know. And I was like, because I don't want people out there getting, what are you doing? I don't want people getting the wrong idea about marriage, like if it's wrong or right. Marriage is good when it's compatible, when it's a unit. Marriage is good when you're working together. Yes, some men think that marriage is for controlling purposes. No, it's not. If you're individual, period, married or not. It's not to get off. She said get off. I read that. That's backwards. It's backwards, but I read it. So she like, get off. We gotta look at this. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get back to work. I just wanted to drop in and give you that. But no, marriage is not for controlling. You don't have to lose who you are in marriage. If you got somebody that's trying to, badger you and walk all over you, that's not a healthy relationship, period. So y'all first got to identify what's healthy for you and what's not healthy for you in a relationship. And those things need to be stated at the front. And you gotta, you want somebody to support, provide, and protect, but you don't want nobody to tell you, like, you can't go to the bathroom, you can't go to the store, or you can't have a night out with the girl. You're not looking for somebody to do that. Y'all got to know and describe what's good for you and what's not good for you. Don't let anybody stop y'all from being independent. If you're single, enjoy that singlehood. That is your time to level up, so you can raise the bar on yourself and the type of man that you're trying to attract. So that is your time to do that. The universe is setting out a allotted time for y'all to get to the highest heights for the type of man you want to draw in, for the type of relationship you want to draw in. And I'm talking about respect and value, character, integrity, trustworthiness, loyalty, faithfulness with each other. So the singlehood is your time to shine and level up so you can be seen. It's your time to shine, whether you are a man or a woman. If you're single and you're not moving up, there's something wrong with that. And it may or may not be, because guess what? 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 a year may be where you want to be at. And that's fine too. If that's the highest point you want to be at, fine. But then don't criticize other people that go above that if that's where you want to stop at. Right? Reasons make up. So don't judge other people because they going to get it and say, oh, they just mad. Everybody not in ego that's being independent. People are really trying to survive and create the life they want to live for themselves. And that's what your singlehood is about. You creating the life you want to live and a life you don't mind sharing with another. If you mind sharing with another, then stay single. And you can have all that for yourself. So just stay single.
She's such a giver.
I'm gonna get off. She like, when she get off this damn phone.
She didn't tell you guys what I got her. And it took me so long to save for this with 3 kids.
Oh, you'll be all right. Thank you. She got me a massage.
And a facial.
And a facial. Well, my birthday's coming up in April. But she said she got it because I deserve it. It's not my birthday present, though.
No, it's not.
Good. It's not. Yeah, I was gonna say, we ain't gonna do that dual thing.
Because she just needs it.
I just need it because I work too hard. And I do. My back hurt. Sitting up in this damn chair. My butt, back, and my face. All right. Congratulations. I got me a massage.
I just wanted her to know how much she's loved and appreciated. Not by y'all, but like by her children and her families and
That's so
stuff.
cute.
She's working really hard and she's actually implementing what I've been teaching her. What I've learned with this degree, even though she's hard-headed and very stubborn, she's trying her best, and that's all that matters. So.
Wow.
And she's actually implementing some of the stuff I've been telling her. So, you know, just several minute changes. Take this for yourselves too, people. Literally works toward the big goals. If you're at least, I'm not going to say trying because that's just an excuse for not doing, but if you're making those minute changes and actually putting towards an effort every single day.
I didn't say I was perfect. I said I'm perfect.
Get out of here. Lord have mercy.
I didn't say I was perfect, but I said I was perfect.
That's the one. You are. You're the best mommy ever.
I didn't say I was perfect and had it all together. I'm perfect and I got it all together. All together. I'm perfect and all together. But I didn't say it, but I said I'm perfect and all together in every kind of way.
Look at Beanpole. You see Beanpole?
Did she just blast me?
Stop right there.
I didn't say I was perfect and put together, but I'm perfect and put together perfectly. Imperfect.
Sorry.
All right, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work. Look, I gotta get to work. Y'all make sure y'all look at the playlist and look at those affirmations. Boy, I'm in love with those affirmations. I tell you, I'm in love with them affirmations. Y'all gonna rise in love with them affirmations. Y'all gonna fall in love with yourself with them affirmations. That's my warning. If you're not ready to fall in love with yourself with them affirmations, I'm finna link down at the bottom of that drop box down there. Look, you might not want to go to them affirmations because you're going to rise deeply in love with yourself with those affirmations. You are going to heal on some cellular level, all right? You are going to heal on those affirmations. Be well. I'll see y'all later for pop-up. You said I love the affirmations, played them last night. Man, they had me like a little baby in the crib, boy. I was like, oh my God. Spirit done showed out. I'm loving on me, right, Jay? It said, I need to buy the book next. Yes, I'm telling you. The book is off the... If you're going to get back out there and start dating, you need that book. Whenever you start dating, you're going to need that book. And then all the relationship videos like this one will be in the playlist as well. So that way y'all can go and kind of have something to kind of make your little notes or whatever. I got to get to get the ebooks in... I got to get the ebooks in paperback. So I'm still working on the printing company on that one. I slept so good, woke up refreshed. I know, woke up refreshed. Yes, love and money video. Yes, it's 2 separate videos. If you play it from the playlist, it should play back to back for you. It should play back to back for you if you play it from the playlist. Because I did it last night and it went right into the other one. I didn't even have to wake up to press it. It went into the other one. So I was glad. I was like, oh, thank you. The playlist helped it kind of roll the roll of whatever videos in there. So when I do videos, I can drop in there. They'll just play. You know, had them on loop. Yep, you have them on loop. It'll play all night. Exactly. Yep. Listen to it. Let me know the results. Y'all make sure y'all listen to it for 30 days straight consecutively and let me know the results. How you feel, what has happened, any lump sums of money, any new love in your life. Because I'm telling you, love and money equal what? What Kim say? Tantra. Love and money equals tantra. I wouldn't be Kim Mars if I did not do a love and money video, would I? Love and money tantra. Yep, love and money tantrum. So y'all become that magnet for love. Don't have to go out there and chase love, but your vibration will be up. You can attract that love that you desire, that you deserve, and that you want for yourself. And live the best life you can for yourself. You know, your dream life, your dream state, whatever you want to call it. You know, not in the illusion, but in the real time. Not in the illusion. We talk about real time. All right. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later for pop-up. All right. Peace, love, and harmony. I'm out.